Hello. Hello,
Hello.
chat. Are you here? I didn't make a post on Discord. I kind of forgot to do that, so I think I'm the only one watching.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
We are Stefan and I of Real Life Brothers. We're going to be doing I guess it's called a Cagelocke, as we've discovered,
Yes.
where we both do a Nuzlocke and fight each other and stuff.
It has apparently no relation to the fact that I am currently inside a cage, trapped
I'm
for
looking
all of
at your cam.
eternity.
It looks like you are in a cage.
We are starting a joint. It's essentially a joint Pokemon Nuzlocke between Marty and I. And we're gonna quickly go over the rules just so people understand what's going on. I think this is one of those things that I think it will make sense once we start playing it. I've done this
Yep.
before with a friend of mine, but this is my first time doing it on stream and also doing it with Marty. So
Yeah, and I haven't done a versus type thing before. I've only done it solo, so this is going to be new. This is
yeah.
definitely going to be new.
All right. So rule number one
Good for
is
me.
that you may only catch the first Pokemon that you find on each route or different area you enter. So it's just like a standard Nuzlocke that way. However, infinite dupes claws and shiny claws do apply. So if you keep running into Zubats, but you already have Zubat, you can just keep skipping it until you find something else. And if you
Yep.
find a shiny, you can catch it. It applies to evolutionary lines. So if you already have a Zubat and you run into a Golbat,
Go back.
you can't catch the Golbat because it counts the same as a Zubat.
Mm-hmm. Which could be it could be helpful, but also could be detrimentary or whatever the word is. You
It
know what I mean?
can mean that you can't catch anything in a route sometimes, but that's just how it
Yeah,
goes. Yeah.
it is what it is. Rule number 2, obviously a Pokemon that faints is dead and cannot be revived in any way. We're not using my dumb rule 4 that I've been using for the past 2. That was sort of like a themed thing for the runs I've been doing, but I'm just deciding not to. I didn't want to use it for this one. Do normal,
Yeah.
follow by the rules, no second chances. And also, I guess this is a good question. If we do a team wipe, is that
Mm.
it for the game if there's no Pokemon in the box, or what's your take on that?
I think, yeah, if you black out or white out or whatever it is, normally that would be kind of like game over for Nuzlocke, but I want the stream to go on, so I think you can just set
Me
up a
too.
whole new team of Pokemon from your box.
Yeah,
If you lose your entire PC of Pokemon, I'm not sure what you can do. I mean, we could make it maybe that
or that could just be game.
that could just be
That could
game.
just
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
I'm
that
fine with
should
that.
probably be game. But yeah, as long as you have one living Pokemon in your PC, I think the game still goes on.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
okay, rule number 3: you may not level your Pokemon above the highest leveled Pokemon of the gym leader before the battle. But if you accidentally level up during the gym leader battle, that's okay. So, for instance, the first gym leader, let me quickly look it up. So
Yeah. So the first,
the
it's
elemental monkey of the first gym is level 14. So
mm-hmm.
our team, before we challenge the gym leader, we're not allowed to have a single Pokemon above level 14.
Right.
And you'll see why that's important pretty quickly.
And then immediately after each gym battle, we must battle each other, and the loser must sacrifice one of their Pokemon. So I guess we are
Ooh.
still sacrificing stuff. But this is where the interaction comes in. It's gonna be
Yeah.
really exciting.
So essentially, after both Marty and I have been the gym, we will then go into Pokemon Showdown, which is a website where you can do custom Pokemon battles, and we will input our Pokemon team exactly, like stats, moves, everything into it, and we will fight each other. And deaths don't count in this battle. If you lose 5 of your Pokemon, it's not like you have to get rid of all 5 of those Pokemon. But the loser of the battle, the person who loses all 6 of their Pokemon, has to choose one of those Pokemon in their team to be sacrificed. So
Yep. So that's gonna be. I was when you first told me about this, I thought it was gonna be winner chooses, and I was like, "Ooh, this
no,
is
yeah,
gonna
okay,
be
that's kind of an important thing.
mental."
Yeah, it's loser chooses. So if you have
Yeah.
like a Magikarp in your team and you're hoping to get a Gyarados, but you haven't yet, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, you can choose the Magikarp to sacrifice. But also, Dupe's Clause applies even if the Pokemon is dead. It was Rule 1A. So if you sacrifice your Magikarp, you can't go out and get another Magikarp. So
Right.
and that
Uh,
means you would never be able to get a Gyarados. So
Real
strategy.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you run into a shiny Magikarp, that would be something else. But
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
yeah. Number 5, if you lost a Pokemon during the gym battle, you may still use it in the battle after with Marty or I, but it's still dead as soon as the battle is finished, regardless of if you win or not. So basically, if we're going to have teams of 6, assuming you have 6 Pokemon going into the gym battle, even if the gym leader knocks out one of your Pokemon, you can still use that team of 6 to fight the other person. But then if you end up losing, you have to sacrifice a second Pokemon along with Pokemon that died. And if you win, then you still have to lose that Pokemon.
So if you say lose 4 Pokemon in the gym
Mm-hmm.
battle for some reason, and then you then say either win the or yeah, you lose the battle. One of us loses the battle, then that would then leave us with 1 Pokemon left in the party.
Yeah.
Number 6, no legendaries on the team. I know I personally have like not really cared. I've never tried to use legendaries on the team because I'm like, oh, I want to. It's there is like the extra challenge, or they do tend to make it kind of easier.
Uh huh.
Um, I do think in this game you might be made to use the title legendary.
If the game
So
forces you to, that's a totally different thing.
yeah,
Because that would probably mean that we both have it on our team at the same time then. In which
yeah,
case,
but no
like, I
like
would have
building.
Zekrom, you would have Reshiram, and that would be kind of even then.
Yeah,
It's,
but no like building around a team around the legendary.
yeah. It's mostly just to, like, make it so that if you want, like, a Furret on your team or something like that, it's not going to be, like, useless
Yeah.
because like in like competitive Pokemon, you don't want it to be like you don't want to put like a NU Pokemon on an Uber's team. Okay, number 7, the Elite Four and Champion combined count as one gym. So basically, we don't have to like pause after each Elite Four member. It's just the whole Elite Four section is one area. If you lose 4 Pokemon during the Elite Four, you can still use that team of 6 that you had at the start, but you still have to lose those 4. So
And so, if we wipe at one of the Elite Four and we still have Pokemon in the PC, does that mean we can start again?
yeah, you would
I kind of
have
knew that
yeah
answer. I was just asking for the
if
sake.
you lose against the Elite Four and you don't beat the champion and you go back to the beginning, you lose those 6 Pokemon. You have to get 6 new Pokemon and you have to try again with those 6.
I know. Well, I know recently with my luck in Platinum, got through that somehow. So I'm feeling good about if we even do get to the Elite Four. I've played a bit of this like version as a Nuzlocke, just casually. I played the one you're playing, and I've only made it as far as the second gym before
Ah,
just having to like restart completely.
yeah,
So I'm like, oh, I was texting him before. I was like, dude, this is kind of tough. The first gym battle might be a pain in the ass. From what I read, they changed some of the battle styles to incorporate like the new battle mechanics that came with this generation. So like, there's gonna be probably a lot more rotation battles,
mm,
triple battles. Um, so I mean, there's probably gonna be double battles where there shouldn't be, or normally. So
that's
that'll be
crazy.
exciting.
I'm
Yeah,
excited for that.
I
I'm
am
going into
too.
this completely blind, just with a few notes that Marty gave me. So
Yeah. Number 8, stream sniping is forbidden before the battle, just in case the other player is hatching a sneaky plan of some kind.
this is just because in past experiences, I did this thing with my friend. He had this Furo that was sweeping my team. I needed to figure out some way to get rid of this Furo. And so I had a Heracross. Or no, it was something where like I was going to do basically a substitute Focus Punch to take it out. I would obviously have to explain that strategy to the chat. And I just like if something similar to that happened, I wouldn't want like Marty to be like, "Oh, I have to be ready for this strategy." So,
And then I'll let you say the rule, but this is the one rule I came up with
mhm.
that I'm most excited about.
I am so excited for this too. This is so amazing. Yeah, all Pokemon are to be named after a song, musician slash artist, genre, etc. Whole idea is being able to have a playlist with all the references by the end. So Marty and I have created Spotify playlists. We will add to as we get new Pokemon, and basically every Pokemon is going to be have some name that is kind of an allusion to some work of
A,
music, and
yeah,
then
a namesake of some sort.
yeah. So, for instance, my starter I'm going to name Midsummer, and the first track on my playlist is the overture to A Midsummer's Night's Dream by Felix Mendelssohn because I that's a banger. I love it. So that's just an example.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna also include it with my character, so I'm gonna choose the female sprite and name it Jolene after the Dolly Parton song. And then also my starter is gonna be named Stone Free. So yeah, it's like a fun little thing. I'm excited. Who knows? I might actually listen to this playlist.
Yeah.
Um,
It's going to be especially emotional if we like lose all of our Pokemon because we're going to have these associations going throughout, and it's going to be like a little memory of them that continues. So it'll be a lot
yeah.
of fun.
So we have decided that we're not starting. So the lock won't officially start until we get Pokeballs, or at least out of the first 2 battles that happen.
Right.
Correct?
So if we lose one of the battles against our rivals, we don't have Pokeballs, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't count until we get
Yeah,
Pokeballs. Yeah.
and the game is forcing you to keep going just immediately. And I think for the sake of time, it just doesn't make sense to restart the game if you lose like to Bianca, or
Yeah.
like they battle Charon, and then you're like, oh, I lose to Charon, and then you're like, oh, I go back and now I lose to Bianca, but I could have beat one against Charon. You know what I mean? So
It's
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 just for the
just
sake
it's too much of a
of time.
hassle.
It is too much of a hassle, and so we're just deciding to officially start the lock once we get the Pokeballs when the 3 of us go on the route to
Yeah.
get the very first route together. I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm excited, man. This is gonna be fun.
We've been discussing this for like the entirety of October. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm so excited to start.
because we've both been doing our own like Nuzlocks, and then I think what was it during your Crystal one? We were like, oh, we should do one together, and then like
I think one
now
of the
we're
streams I
doing it.
mentioned that I did this with like my friend, and I was like, Marty, we should do this together sometime.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's dive in.
Best of luck.
Do we want to call back at the very end of the stream?
Yeah, and yeah, I
I
guess
think that'd be fun.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
All right, man. Good luck.
Good luck. All right. All right, chat. Let's get right into it then. Oh, what on earth? Why is this? Hold up. Hold up. Okay. So, let's start.